Hello. Alright. So, my friend, the other Aiden, has finally achieved his goal. And in celebration, I think he said he was going to be streaming Donkey Kong Country Returns today. Because we had originally planned on recording today, but I understand the feeling, because it's like when you finally beat something, you just want to like do something else to get that off of you, especially with something as time consuming as getting one of the most difficult advancements in Minecraft. Wildermyth, me streaming Wildermyth kind of started off the same way. Me starting Earthbound started off the same way. Although Earthbound was more of like, I had plans on doing Wildermyth, and then I was like, man, what a shit day. I'm playing Earthbound. Anyway, we are playing some more Wildermyth, and we've already see some of our little guys up here. I want to take a look at them again real quick. Because yeah, just remember, you're actually able to, you have a chance at getting them again in a future campaign. But yeah, I'm quite proud of the team that we got. Leland was really the only child that we got throughout the entire story of the Gorgons. But Gorgons are not going to be the main threat for this time. Next up we have the Enduring War. A centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. A 5-chapter story with Morthagi as the main threat. So this one is going to take a little bit longer, because we only had 3 chapters here, which ensured that we were going to keep most of the guys we started off with at the beginning through to the end, unless they fucking died. This one, there's a chance that heroes will actually be able to retire, which means that they're still technically alive, it's just that you can't use them anymore. So let's start this. I don't remember what I did last time with this. I think I kept it an adventure. So let's see some of our characters. And then let's customize them to all hell. Okay, we start off with the typical trio of classes. Now I know, because I'm starting this during a time where a majority of the people that watch me aren't out and active, or are out and active and can't watch. I don't really have anyone. That is the issue about streaming actually during the day. But, we'll manage. I just need to figure out what I want to theme these characters around. And I might have an idea. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look back at my channel's history in order to come up with one. And it's amazing how far I've come in this streaming journey. Alright. I might have an idea. Let's see if I can recreate it. I forgot there are no mustache options. You're getting a goatee. It's gonna be brighter. Can you guess who I'm making? Thrift Farm. That is super close to being something that it shouldn't. Let's change that. Miro. It's gonna be wide. Okay. I think that works. Hold on. No, I think that works. Okay. In case you couldn't figure out, I'm basing this off of Mario. Shit, right, I need to also get the OC thing out. Beep beep. Want to make sure I can catalog these characters. Alright. So, what is Mario? He's not really greedy. Say that's one of the lower ones. He's also not a coward. He's not much of a loner either. He wouldn't really snark much. He helps. He leads. Maybe he's a bit hot-headed. There. That works. For those of you who don't remember or are new, these personality stats affect the certain roles that they get in specific comics, as I'm calling them, in specific story events. So he is a compassionate leader. Let's see his history. Son of the finest smith in Bulway. What a great town name. Murrow showed an aptitude for the craft, but dreamed of a higher calling. That's potential. It wasn't hard for him to dodge along, taking both sides of any argument. Lucky? Some people just have that charm. He sought friendships, lovers, and laughter on the long road through life. And brash. I don't remember what brash does. What do you do? I don't care how many there are. What does that have to do with one of these here? I don't know. But I think we have Murrow. Ailkin Oat. Lincoln Zeditri. Yes. Male hunter. He's gonna be a bit taller. He's gonna be blonde. I guess I can make it a dirty blonde. Hold on. There we go. He's got no facial hair. Beep 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 beep. Which one of these would fit for this character? That looks much better. Okay, you make you a little bit lighter. You got masculine B. So this is Link from The Legend of Zelda. I guess he's a bit of a loner. He's still a little bit of a healer. I could increase his greed, because, I mean, if you've played Ocarina of Time and you've broken down that poor dude's shop, definitely hot-headed. It's not much of a snarker. There we go. Now, what's his history? Lincoln's parents were rough-hearted outlaws. Uh-oh. They never allowed him to stray too far into civilized places. Some of the best days were the quiet ones he spent with a young, sick herb grower living out her final days. Until the girl died, there were these things. Simple meals, the warmth of a cabin, fire, compassion, and purpose. He cared little for the woes of the weak, and believed those who died for cowardice and incompetence didn't deserve to live. Jesus Christ, Lincoln. I mean, I did make him a hothead, so I don't know what I was expecting. Anyways, this is gonna be someone else. Okay. Oh, I forgot to give her a name. Maxi Iron. So this is going to be Samus Aran. Yeah, she is a little bit of a loner. I don't think she really has much of a romantic side to her. Maybe snarky. Not that greedy though. Okay. Snarky loner. We're almost done, don't worry. It wasn't easy growing up the child of a dust-hearted miner, but Maxi managed to emerge from childhood full of their own impressive resolve. Desert winds pulled them into an arid life that revolved around the sun and moon. The sands scoured them into something strong, if only to make their name. Also, I made them non-binary because you didn't know Samus's gender until the end of Metroid. So I thought it would be fitting here. She's tall. I think that's it. We've got our crew. Now let's finally get into some gameplay. 20 minutes in. Disturbances. 1,000 years earlier. Oh, gotta click next. That's a good lamp. You know, you could have just got a torch. No, I want this metal hook, this metal claw to hold this glowing orb of magic. Okay. Amkin. The initial limbs were a success, and I am confident the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Enme, you can't be serious. There are things they told us of. Things without souls that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves. Don't delve too deep. Could be more thoggy down there. A friend of mine went down anyway once. I was furious with him. Huh. Nightjaw was always her go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Until suddenly, they can't. Dear God! That's never a good sign. Run. Thump, 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 thump. Maxi instantly picks up their pitchfork. Pitchfork! Don't let it get away! Yeah! Hip, hip, yeah! Wait! Nobody go running off yet! Here they come. Oh god, he has an eyeball floating around in there. Come here, you nightmares. I'm ready. Muro, grab whatever you can, swing, and come on. Don't tell me what to do. You know, I feel like he's gonna have a rivalry. You sure you want to start this now of all times? That's the look he's giving him. Ugh, weapon, right. Let's see if we can get at them from multiple sides. We've got a Spectic and a Familiar. Gears crick and knuckles crack. Its one grasping claw reaches and strains. Hissing tubes, a gulping pump. It teeters forward on spindly legs, trailing virulent vapors. And acidic liquid. Can't stress that enough. Okay. Muro. Door. Maxie, scout room. Nothing in here. There's one. Oh, hell yeah. Man, I'm a bit spoiled from playing Mugenics, because Mugenics has an option where you right-click, like hold right-click on any unit, and you can see how far they can move. And now I wish I had that here. Oh no! Get him. Oh, right. They can reach them. Scrap. Fuck. I can't hit him from here. Muro, protect them. Not that will help. Nope, Maxie's just a badass. Get him! Fuck. Get him. There we go. You did it, Muro. You helped. Muro's now an actual warrior. After a successful kill, Muro's Islands gain +2 speed for this and the following turn. This is pretty good. Broad Swipes is really good. Deal 2 damage to all of the foes within range. Broad Swipes. Lincoln has grown stronger. Yeah, you're gonna be a rogue. Maxie is now Mystic. You know what, that's kind of fitting of them. Sure. Alright, I might as well, since like no one can actually hold it. So, for the reason why I chose like a Mario, Link, and Samus here is because those on the backlog streams, at least. Those are the first 3 Nintendo characters that got played on the backlog. I first played Super Mario RPG back in 2023. Link, I played Legend of Zelda after beating Super Mario RPG, and then I played Metroid after beating Zelda. So yeah, I figured that makes a good starting trio. So for, I need a name, a voice for Lincoln. So first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order though, we can't very well go back to sweeping cobblestones after this. As tempting as it is. Maxie's right. Little things don't matter anymore. Like who still hasn't returned whose favorite hammer. Look, I'm sorry. I needed to kill a fire dragon with it, man. The Gorgons were in trouble. Sorry, the Gorons. Not Gorgons. That's... I'm not saving any Gorgons. He is nonplussed. We have to rise to meet this. I'm so glad I made them rivals. We'll hunt them. We'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We'll need a company name. What? Something to remind us of who we are now. How we changed on this day. I was thinking... And here's a choice. Mares of the Deep Down Key, the Centuries of Sorrowed Fate, the Borders of Eternity. Man, what would make a good name for this group? There used to be a bunch of mechanical undead things. Man. Griffin Mill Protectorate. And I'll also add that here. You think it's sufficiently intimidating? Here follow the tales of the Griffin Mill Protectorate. Calamities. Oh no, the Spectic's gotten stronger. Oh yeah, I should mention about this. we're getting closer to campaigns that start you off with a few calamities. That'll be fun. Anyway, let's recruit someone. So now, since we have an ability, since we have characters in our legacy, we can recruit one of them if we really feel like it. And while I want to create characters, it is kind of tempting to just pick a character that I wanted more screen time. I want to pick a character that didn't get enough screen time in the last campaign and use it here. Oh! I guess she's not available here. I could recruit Bo if I really felt like it, but that feels a little bit cheaty. And also, they do cost, they cost the regular legacy points, +1 for each star they have, so no. Alright, Willie, what will you become? Ah, man, I need some good ideas for characters. Especially since I don't have anyone giving suggestions. Duh, what a face. Willie Halfchalk. Wait, hold on. It's randomized. I could go for another Pokemon character. Don't fail me now, channel. we could get Luigi actually. No, I'm thinking about it. First campaign was kind of all over the place for character suggestions. Cause like I kind of translated the character that I just kind of came up with in a stream. The 3 starring characters were based off of 3 of my own OCs. There's a character based off of a Pokemon. There's a character based off of a character from Pokemon. And then there's the son of someone. What if we did? Oh no, I guess. Well, I guess it could technically work out. Maybe. Sorry if I'm not being decisive right now. I'm just trying to figure some shit out here. So many things to choose from. So little time. Wouldn't you agree? Shame on you if you get that reference, by the way. I could make someone based off of Kirby, probably. Yeah, you know what? You're gonna be Kirby. Though I'm not changing. Well, I mean, I'm gonna give them like. Well, I guess I don't really need to. The colors of the outfit should work well. Now, well, I was about to ask what would Kirby's hair color be, but, I mean, just think about the first time he actually gets... like, specific designs for each of his Kabi abilities. I think one of them does have, like, blonde hair. So we'll go with that. I'm gonna have you be just a little bit... I'm gonna have you look like you've been sunburned. Now, there's gonna be a lot of characters with red secondary colors. Christine. And that's gonna be your full name. Your healer. Your goofball healer. You are not greedy. You're not really a coward either. Not even really a loner. That works. You're the goofish peacemaker. Congratulations, Christine. Christine grew up without much love or attention, mostly a pawn in her parents' ceaseless arguments. Ouch. She would wake up early, leave the house, and not come back until the sun had set. Taking up with a troupe of thieving acrobats, she enjoyed what she had. Coin, camaraderie, pride of craft. But she couldn't shake the feelings she was missing something. Something important. She laid eyes on a few of the gents she would be working with, and the decision to go adventuring was an easy one. Alright, there we go. Christine, welcome. Another soul to stand. Okay.
You're back? I saw you leave a while ago.
And I usually like to travel light. But it's becoming apparent that we'll need another person at some point. Are you interested? I forgot to change her size. Fuck. I forgot to make her short and stout.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I was helping Moon repair the last of the carts, and it struck me that there's no reason those things might not come back tomorrow.
Moon? Mun? What kind of name is Mun? Moon? No reason other than us.
Exactly. I don't want anyone else to have to worry at night.
So you're in?
I am. What sort of skills do you need the most?
Fighter. Go murder. Trainer. Now I can multitask and edit that text file. There we go. Ooh. Battle Dance is pretty good. Oh, okay. So this first chapter, it's just doot 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 doot. No, there's that too. Okay, let's go over here first. Everyone, that way. Esterbug has been revealed. Alright, let's go. Avengers assemble. Silver shadows. The sun's fallen, and a silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool.
Christine, that's you? The others won't want to lose you. What I call it buttery mist. Globs onto your face, doesn't it?
Ew. The quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable, the whirling air almost utterly opaque. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to disagree with you on it being butter, Christine.
Pretty odd. I think we need to not stand here. Let's get to the trees. At least those are solid.
Yes, as opposed to the ground, which is not solid at all. They halt just inside the shelter of the pines, the dark air clinging wet, the trunks they press to dampen their palms.
This isn't how I... Oh no. It's fine.
And then something vast moves beside them. Slow. Achingly slow. It passes. Too enormous to be seen. Impossibly silent.
Huh.
It's a thing that towers above the treetops, slowly walking by. Almost as high as those mountains, actually. Night's fallen. The fog wanders away, clinging to the felty outline of that gargantuan shadow. Does this choice really affect anything? Let's see. Okay, so it does kind of matter which one you choose. So, what does this do? Ah. That could be useful. I'm not going to tell you what I'm finding out. Although, I don't see how much help that would give me in certain places. Especially when I remember... Because I played through all 5 of these campaigns. Right, all 5 of the regular campaigns and beaten them. I haven't beaten the 6th one, and I tried like a few Omen Road attempts. So let's just do this one. Let's find the others. Maybe they saw it too? Maybe they saw it better? Bad night to be chasing moonbeams. They meet in the open. Maxie! Christine! Wonder if they saw it. Crickets crackle again, finding the rhythm. Somewhere an owl pipes her blue notes. Boom, 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 boom. We're here. Apparently all were able to glimpse the shadowy giant as it passed. None saw more than a black suggestion of its form. Then as they're about to decide whether to set up camp or search for huge tracks by starlight, a disturbance shakes the tree line. Then I have my battle cry. We all have +2 temporary health. Ooh. Oh, thank God it's dumb. It just literally cornered itself. You know... Fire Spirit, be still. We're not going to hurt you. I'm gonna get a Fire Great Spear. The Crow Weaver. It weaves crows with fire. Oh yeah, I'm getting that. That fits very well with Mario. Anyway, where's everything? It's over here. Interfuse with tree. Alright, we can see a little bit more. Got a silk step over here. He's hidden. Christine. Cool, nothing happened. Alright. Murdo, you're going over here. There they are. Well, Christine. Grab the discus. Chunk the discus. Bonk. He's just barely out of my fucking reach. Just hide up there. I got another one. Oh, thank God he hasn't spotted me. Here I come. Fucking goddammit, Murdo, you're useless. However, I can backstab. And thank goodness he stays hidden. Because I got a kill with that. Come on, you only shred the armor? No worries. Christine? She didn't kill it. Okay, so at least Muro can dodge too. Here, murder it. Thank you. Knee pads. You have one, you have one. Might as well give them to you. The fight has brought them back under the bow of the woods. I think it's quiet.
Know why I hate night battles? Can't tell why my clothes are wet.
Okay. Oh, 'cause she's a fucking goofball. That's a joke. I get it. Anyway, they make a broad search for sign of the giant's passing, but are forced to camp, precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. Still, the story does quite well in taverns, and those who saw it dream of a colossal being, all shadowy grace, silvery fog, and overwhelming quiet. They dream of seeing it again one day. They dream for years and years. If they live that long. Hold on. That's one of my characters. I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. Oops. Oh, we got 3 legacy points because of that. Okay. I'll take that. They have something in their history now. Witness a shadowy giant pass among the misty pines of Esterbog. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. I forgot to read what she said there. Oops. Sorry, I'm just playing the game. Christine and Maxie fall in love. I'm happy for them. And now it's on to the next challenge. Sure. Here. They've already proposed to each other. So Max is getting the ring. Let's get this out. Gilwood has been revealed. Oh shit. It's Thrixel. Okay, so the last campaign, Thrixel were disabled as one of the other monster types, but in this one, it's Draven. So now we actually get to see what Thrixel are. They're something. You'll see. Houses in the Heights. Roofs peek above the edge of the cliffs where the old lumberyard once split and cut the finest timber. The dull quiet tells a dreadful story.
Alright, take taking bets. Which gives up first, my lungs or my legs?
Don't think about it. Makes it worse.
I'm just kidding, though. I'm not really tired. Anyway, I get that this is what you do. You build high, make it hard just to reach you.
Well, it sounds though, someone did reach them, and it didn't end pretty.
Murrow doesn't quite listen. His eyes comb the hillside. He just doesn't like listening to Lincoln's voice. Don't mind him. Until something catches him.
Hey, Murrow.
Anyone else here,
Are we meant to follow him?
What?
Yeah, sorry. I'll be right back.
Huh? But wait.
Lincoln catches up to Murrow on a nearby bridge. Thought I spotted something.
Guess you did.
Dark, this opening leads into the hill, going further than they can see. Weak drafts wander in and out. Not the most unlikely thing to find, a hill hole.
You two going to try and push each other off, or what? There's noise along the path, just a turn or two. We playing rack games up here?
Hill hole.
Hill hole to you too.
Oh, you mean you found a tunnel?
Probably goes somewhere. If it doesn't, I'll figure it out quick.
Said you heard noises up trail?
Kinda scrapey. I don't know. I'm romanced by this tunnel all of a sudden.
I'm not gonna make the joke. You make it yourself. Try the tunnel or continue up the steps. Try the tunnel.
You can't find a tunnel then not...
Oh, sorry. You can't find a tunnel, then not go in the tunnel. The way winds and branches upwards, forcing decisions in the dark.
What's that they say about labyrinths? Always go right.
Doesn't that take you in circles?
I think it works somehow.
Oh, wait, hang on. There's a glow down here.
Squeezing through the rock, they emerge in what smells like an occupied cellar. Wood, whiskey, damp, and dust. Also 2 human beings. Don't forget those.
Sorry, are these your passages?
They're all of ours. Belong to all of us. Who are you? They're not from around the heights, dear. Look at how they, look. Why are they in here, is what I'm asking. Wait, I missed it. Who are these people? This is the escape tunnels. Are you trying to get out?
We can escort you out if you need us to.
Right, otherwise we're headed in.
Out to the houses? The lumberyard was totally overrun. Right.
We figured that. Dear, I think they're here to fight. They're fighters. Oh, and this is a clever move. You're attacking from the tunnels.
There's a path up then?
Bet you're glad I convinced you to stay. We got to meet these heroes.
You're not going to like it if you talk about them while they're standing there. He's a bit of an enthusiast.
Can't do more than throw a few badly aimed stones myself.
But you were right before. We're not familiar with the tunnels. Where do they, spit out?
Oh, lots of places.
What book are you holding?
Shush, it's mine. I could draw you the way to our old home, though. We left it locked, so it might be a safe exit. Let me find a scrap of something.
He scribbles from memory, tucks the pencil back in his shirt.
Yeah, so, look. Generations of diggers made it all. Our ancestors. My mother led a project herself.
And we've kept the majority of our low roads clear.
You have to take it slow until you get used to the carve of them, but they're a decent stroll, especially when the weather's rough.
We should say thank you, but I'm not going to. If you manage to come up in our house, there's a chest, brown wood box. We had a village protector long ago.
It's been many years now. If you can use that weapon, take it. As thanks. And hold up your end. Save up what's left of our living place,
That poor woman.
Mm-hmm. Good luck. And good hunting.
The map's lines snap the tunnels into place. And as hoped. Damn, he's got some good memory. They found a snug room. Smells of paper and wax.
We're popping out of the wardrobe.
They made the Resident Evil house. Lincoln pokes around as they discuss the best way to venture out.
Mentioned a chest. This one?
Of course it's the greedy one that goes towards it. The greediest of them all.
Come look and decide who wants it.
Well, I'm pretty sure Maxie's taking that. Okay. Controlled Splinter Blast. Splinter Blast and Splinter Salvo now damage the scenery instead of always destroying it. Yeah, just nab it. I didn't see what we got. Oops. Okay, so Thrixel. These are Dweavers, these are Thrusks. Its head weaves in odd patterns. Eyes shine like moons. Hissing suddenly, it looms to strike. And then, clambering and clattering, it cries out in doubled voice. So, out of all the enemies, the Thrixel use interfusion the most. So we need to be really careful. That's the cabinet we came out of. Alright. You guard. Merle, you move there. Okay, there's some people. I'm gonna step aside that way. Well, there's all three of them. Hey. How about you grab that? And you know what? Grab that while you're at it. And make your way over here. Okay. Yep. There they go doing shit. Right, I forgot you ignore armor when you're stealthy. Oh, and he's still stealthy. So, right, I forgot that was a thing. Why are these... Right, she doesn't have Paladin. I forgot. They're going to try and come out this door. Oh. Alright, they're just going to teleport. Have a hero end 5 consecutive turns in Grey Plane. Cool. Alright, Maxie. Open that door. Damn, okay. They can't really do anything there. Oh, there goes the turn. Alright. There's that one down. So close. Why'd he lose courage? Just murder him, thank you. Ooh. Here, you get that. Alright. Ah, shit, I forgot to read it again. Oops. I'll remember one of these times. Good. We're done. Alright. Jesus. Speed? You kind of need that. Oh, that's gonna boost you over, but still. Uh-oh. There's an infestation over there. Quickly. Janaria wood. And Dim Night Gushed. What a name. Here's a thought. Maybe Dim Night Gushed isn't as dangerous as we believed. Did you hear something? No, I didn't. Huh? Where'd Maxie? Down here. Maxie's step has broken the hidden covering of a hunting pit, and they've fallen scuffing and scraping into a dark, rocky hole. You survived okay, Maxie? How far down are you? Oh, far enough. I've been out this way by myself. Could have died down here. We're close to where those things were spotted. If this is a trap, it's going to be a race to get them out. Okay, we can either go have a chance at getting them out. We can try and find rope to get them out. Or we just leave them there as bait. Christine, save your wife. It doesn't take Christine long at all to fall to her death. She climbs nimbly down and helps Maxie back to the top. And not a moment too soon. I mean, Kirby has the ability to jump multiple times and fly, so is that really a thing you were doubting? Okay, we have +2 temporary HP. The way that picture looked, it made it feel like they were surrounding us, when I think, in fact, we're about to surround them. I'm gonna hide there. I'm gonna grab this stool. You go help Lincoln out. You know, you're just gonna guard right there. I'm gonna wall. I'm gonna grab this shackle. I'm gonna withdraw from this stool. Fuck. Damn it. Hell yeah. Stunted. Hell yeah. Damn it. There we go. Lincoln tried his best, and by tried his best, I mean that he kept shooting the fucking door frame. Crow feather cloak. Looks flashy on them. Alright. So I think we're kind of finishing these fights a bit too fast to see like the gimmick of the Morthagi. Because like, they all have their own little gimmicks and stuff. The Gorgons are just like wild creatures that do stuff that creatures would typically do, with the addition of the weird things that the Gorgons have. With the main thing being spilling acidic blood that hurts if you step on them. Morthagi are like machines of war, except they're not made for war, they were made for other stuff. They just kind of repurpose themselves. They kind of work together in groups. So like sometimes if one of them passes by another one, you'd see that they'd gain and then lose bone link. That makes them stronger.
What, we're supposed to bag and bury all this body rubble?
Yes. Get it done, Linky boy. Get rid of that Morthagi. We'll try to deny them as much access as possible. Also, I need Mero to heal quicker. I found most secrets unravel best in silence. Cool. Ooh, a stunt chance. Here you go, Mero. That looks pretty good. Scout the one that's infested. Root wood has been discovered. Sure, let's just murder them right here. All the sweltering stars. When the moon's gone, all the stars seem happier.
Reminds me of a tavern hall before your face darkens the window, dear. You saying that that's because of Maxie?
Oh shit, they're ganging up on Maxie now. Anyway, it's a good omen, the brightening stars.
What do you need omens for, love?
You know, long ago, an Agura read the leaf patterns for me. Told me I'd fall for a kind-eyed woman. I believe omens now, much more than I used to. I don't need one, but I watch for them all the same.
See, relying on the universe is trusting a bear with your baby. My god, it's a bear!
It's a beautiful shooting star. Uh-oh. Here's the choice. Since they're all about the same, Christine really has only 1% of a chance to do it. I'm gonna see what the outcomes are and see which one would be appropriate to try and get. If the wiki would fucking load. I don't know how they made their wiki thing, but I feel like it could be made a little bit better, personally. I hear myself in the other room. Not a complaint, it's just... I know they can't chat, but at least my parents were watching this. Okay. That would explain why that's 1% more chance. I might go ahead and go for Christine here.
Reminds me of... Can I still remember the story?
A moment or two, Christine just gathers her thoughts. And then...
A wandering woman once taught me a tale and told me it would please the stars, for it belonged to them. It was before amalgamation. Things weren't holy things. Our phantoms freely danced on the glass floor of space, while our hearts pumped moonlight until it turned into salt. She speaks beauty worth believing, and her eyes wet with truth. Christine begins to spin a yarn. It's the tale of a star woman who frolics with shadowy queens and ice-crowned kings across 10,000 planets. She beguiled the astral dragon Lothrankir, yes, and helpfully, she balanced the odd-sided entirety of creation on the back of a migrant dust bear. The bears are at it again. With each revelation, the stars seem to grow and glister sweltering. Sorry, let me retry that entirely over. With each revelation, the stars seem to grow and glister. Sweltering, they swim together to shape a gownless lady, and she strides and twirls through the cosmos. My god, she's naked! Thankfully, they don't show it. I can't tell if those are the legs or the arms. Oh. I guess that's them? I can't tell which part is which, though. At Tell's end, as if to call her deeds well counted, the figure bows low, and a stone of her diamond-strung hair falls to earth. Jemu's clear core is a captured star flame. Is that her head?
Is it real?
It's warm.
Christine has earned a favor of the stars. Hell yeah. That's actually pretty fitting with a character based off of Kirby. Here's the Star Heart ability. When Christine takes damage, she has a 30% chance to blind the attacker. Nice.
Are you fucking kidding me? None of us can make it to that in one move. You're like the closest, and you still can't make it there. I'm gonna at least place you there. I'm gonna set you up. Always be guarding when you can. Could grab a discus. I should have grabbed that one, but actually I can. Eek. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Fuck. Can it make it? Damn it! It blocked. And it's sounding the alarm. Okay, there's more back there. Alright, so we didn't really encounter it much in the last campaign, but if you're stealthing around, or, you know, they just haven't found you yet, and then, like, it's their turn and they see you, they have a chance to do an alarm. Crunch. I like that it wields 2 crossbows, as if one wasn't already enough. Alright. Let's get prepared over here. Who's in here? Oh boy. Ah, they have a drive link. So yeah, when they're closer together, they're stronger. Damn it. This is good. What is this? Display case? Yeah, I'm gonna display your ass on the fucking wall. Did it not hit you? I was pretty sure it should have. And here's Battle Dance in action. 2 swings. There we go. Murno's level 2. He's a Bloodhorn warrior. I forgot he has broad swipes. You are gonna get Battle Dance too. Accuracy. Here you go, Lincoln. Alright. A named place.
You've been very fortunate today. No battle ever promises you that. We should name this place. You mean Clearmost shop?
Well, sure, that's the overall place. Overalls? But what about specific clearing or cliff? You think they have names?
I bet not. I bet they'd love the attention.
Anyway, a little commemoration never went amiss. The top of a nearby mound of stone seemed to fit Christine's vision.
Practically calls out for a name. Don't you feel that?
I'd been thinking on this for a while, and Victory's Guard feels appropriate.
You have an official process for this?
One makes one's own. The place will know. Christine lit a tiny fire on the crag as the sun stretched out, building small piles and saying a few words. Lincoln wondered if she was talking a little too animatedly to the rock. But when she came back down, something did feel different. The company took a moment to take in Victory's Guard on their way out. And thus the landmark was born. Then continued on, hiding small smiles from Christine. Aww. Why are you hiding them? I'm pretty sure she would have loved to see that. She's friendly. Okay, we've apparently cleared out all hostile sites.
Clearmost shop will be forever scarred by violence, but life is about enduring, and this place endures.
Meanwhile, Merle is way too happy to start looting. Ah, there's no infested... Oh, okay, there's an infested... Fuck you, game. Way to prove me wrong. Solid work, team. Yeah, here you go, Christine. I just want to see what this does. The wolf price. Oh my god. Oh my god. Man, it was really fortunate that I believe this event is choosing Lincoln here. Gleaming weird... Sorry, let me try that. Gleaming weird and golden, the profile of rocky hills catches Lincoln's eye.
You think something's up there? Shouldn't we check?
Huh, I wonder what it is. There they go. Upon the hill's summit, nothing's waiting for them.
Well, there's a big rock and a couple wind-worsted old pines.
Then it begins. A thrumming. It grows louder. And louder until the stone underfoot chatters and shakes. It grows louder. Until it's a mighty growl, clamorous, thundering, and then it resolves. Don't look at me like that. That wasn't you, was it? A voice. I am the one. The voice of a carnivore, cunning and crooning, warning them to run, promising to give chase. The one you have hunted so long, through cups and dreams. You have hunted so long for me, and for a brotherhood that should be yours. Do you know my name? A name. It was the gift I gave to your ancestors. Christine's mortified right now. They walked my myth over green field and fallow,
To the curves and corners of being they walked. Do you know my name? How? How would I? A blessing earned through ancient service, an oath written in steps and trails, and sealed with a name. You only need to know it. I'll ask you once more. Do you know my name? Lokias!
It's like reading a fairy tale from your childhood, only to realize how disturbing it is. Lincoln doesn't like knowing the name, but he's sure it's right.
Yes, I am Lokias, your wolf god. And now, you may take my oath. Abandon your humanity, my boy, and be blessed as wolf kind.
I'm definitely choosing transformation here.
It feels like coming home.
Lincoln kneels, and beneath him a green light pools. Dandelions rise yellow out of the sparse wind-scraped dirt. They grow old and white, throw their seeds, and then limp to nothing. The god rock he kneels upon hums. It cracks somewhere inside. A shrill, sundering howl reverberates in his skull. Feels like 1,000 megalithic wasps are whining, trapped in this bone jar teetering on his shaky shoulders.
Lincoln.
Aww. There he is. +4 retirement age. Alright, so in one of the Zelda games that I have not gotten to yet, though I need to soon. There's a few more games I have to do first. There's a lot of games I still need to fucking do, honestly. But in Twilight Princess, you get to become a wolf. Like an actual wolf, not like a werewolf kind of theme like this is going to be. But Lincoln is now wolf-touched, so it's strangely appropriate for him. I feel like Scruff fits him best. Does it have that green mark because that's his primary? If so, that's pretty cool. I like that look better. I think I'm fine with not building a base there. Now I need a new voice for Lincoln. Not that he had much of a voice anyway. Alright, I'm first gonna patrol. Quickly, guys. Mika Forge. Did Jar Jar Binks name it? Alright. The Forge. They seem to have the place surrounded.
They're not exactly being subtle about it. I can hear the noises from here. What do you think they're grinding their gears about?
I know, but it really grinds my gears. But
It's a forge. They probably love that stuff. It's like when you put me in front of a ham. Total mayhem. Mayhem? Christine, that's why I love you.
Aww. Wov. Twoo wov. Here we go.
So, when it comes to the actual approach,
we do not have enough of a group to surround them. I'm sorry, Maxie. Muro, stick together and push in. We'll need all the defense we can manage.
think of it this way. Stories about easy battles are boring.
Yeah, but you also get to tell the stories because you fucking live. Alright, we've got 5 enemies. Investigate the forge. Alright. Let's see. How do I want to tackle this? I'm gonna splinter blast him. Chuck. And then we shoot his ass. And we hide. So that works out well in my favor. Now I can scout. No one over here. I'm gonna still keep that interfused so that we have a little scout over there. Okay, we've got someone. I got so worried that that crashed the game. Hell yeah. Now let's open the door. Unexpected guests. That's the guy from the beginning. The one that told us to run. Crash! I told you to run.
ah! Hey, I can fight, but one hammer isn't going to take these down. Get in here and help me.
What do you think I'm doing, ma'am? Unfortunately, I can't really do anything here right now. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh, no, they have range. Alright. Get in there and start wreaking havoc, Muro. Come on, you can't take that one out? Let's get everyone safe in here. How do you miss? Yep, they're building a bone link out here. Oh, thank God. He's going after us. Ooh. Alright. Hell yeah. That takes care of those. Okay, now what? What's this game? This is Wildermyth. Ooh. Good dodge. Good block. Ah. They've got your back, Muro. Damn it. Hell yeah. Alright. There we go. Damn. So, what this game is about is, it's a story-driven tactics game. Where in the Yondering Lands, there are certain forces that try and disrupt everyday life. So, you and a few other characters form up a team to try and stop them. There's several story campaigns, and then some other campaigns that don't really have a predefined story. For this playthrough, I'm mostly just doing the story ones. Let me wall with you. In fact, no one can get in now. Yeah, take that. Hell yeah. Come on. Bash it into the wall.
Alright. Armor. I know who needs that. Here you go, Muro. And she's now stronger. Let's have her always enter Guardian.
Sorry, I couldn't have been more help. I don't fight quite like I used to.
That's alright. We'll take whatever help we can get. Could have gone worse, you know.
The boys in here tried to hide behind the furnace.
Why would they go after their own kind like that?
They wouldn't. There's something different about this one. I want to keep it around to see if I can compare it to the other Morthagi. Maybe I'll put it where the door knocker shelf used to be. Do you think you could help me drag?
Sure. Hey, listen, we appreciate all you've done so far, but I have to ask, are those deepest tattoos? Here's a little bit of lore that we won't get more explanation of until we do the deepest campaign, but I'll let Allah explain.
Oh, it's embarrassing, actually. I went through one of their initiation rituals years ago. It made some intriguing claims about life extension, and I was into that sort of thing. But the promises didn't pan out, and they ended up being pretty unpleasant characters. Cults come and go, but tattoos for forever. Teach your kids that one.
Alright, let the lesson be learned. Don't do tattoos for any specific cult. Unless you're really sure they can do what do what they promise. And there we go. Years of peace follow. And we've cleared out extra armor for the Spectic, but not, oh, I don't know, the Watchman? During the years of peace, on his more civilized days, Lincoln will drop into town for gossip and tool repairs. But on the whole, he felt clear-headed only among wilder kin. Christine left small treasures around Victory's Guard for other explorers to find. Perhaps new stories would spring up here. Christine added a new addition onto her house. It served as a haven of hospitality to travelers passing through. You know, I should have expected there to be like stuff like this based off of just their personality alone. 'Cause yeah, she would be the kind of person to do that. Maxie enjoyed spending time with the researchers of Clearmill's shop. They were dedicated enough to their work that they didn't incessantly try to chat them up. Alright. We can advance Lincoln's transformation. Yes. Alright. Oops. I like that look on her. It's very fitting, somehow. You, meanwhile, oh, I can't get you shit. You? I can get them something. A feral memory. Yeah? Let's do that. Man.
Valiant bracing. I'll get him that. I feel like she would stick with a sword. Let's just upgrade it. Meanwhile, while we're upgrading. Okay. I think we're ready. Next.
May, you're back. I was so worried. When you wrote about that horrible immortal mechanical nonsense, I was afraid you'd lost your mind. Nonsense. I'm completely serious. Why are you making that face? There's a plague out there. I'm telling you, I've found a way for us to bypass death, and you're making that face? You can't bypass death. What are you talking about? That's something else. Something unnatural. Abominable. The Orthogi have always been tools. We've used them to achieve countless other things. So why not this?
Cut to present day Muro. Muro had visited Allah a few times. They picked apart Morthargi elbows and told tales of old battles over jugs of wine. They dug into the body of the strange Morthargi as well, but Allah remained puzzled as to how it worked. So when Muro received an urgent invitation to the forge, he sat off immediately.
Thank you. Listen. I have very important, potentially dangerous information. I know I had to share it with you.
Of course. You might even say I'm honored to be the person that you'd come to. First. Hey Muro, about time. We've been waiting for you.
I start with pleasantries, but there's nothing pleasant about this. A wave of Morthargi has been moving across the countryside. A little further out, closer to Grey Catch, but causing just as much destruction. Based on the way they're spreading, it seems like they originated in Shackle Bluff.
Wonder how it got that name.
I've had some amazing cheeses from there.
Well, if we weren't motivated by duty or glory before, now we can add cheese to the list.
There are almost certainly some of the old mortificers' workshops there, and I wouldn't be surprised if...
Mortificers are still around?
No, but the workshops are. And some Orthogi can manufacture more of themselves without a person overseeing the process.
Good to know. So, the Griffin Mill Protectorate sets out again.
Right, every day we wait. I'm facing up a better weapon, but I'll try to meet you at Duigyun Boast. I had a feeling this would happen.
Any insights?
No. It's standard in some ways, but then the core of it is bizarre. Something complicated is going on here, but I can't figure out exactly what.
Huh.
Excuse me. You have the body of my friend in there. You kept it in decent condition. I appreciate that. Apologies. This must be strange. Not at all. That is... Yes, it is strange. But I have many questions for you.
And the shadows deepen. Ah, wow, cool. Thanks, game. Block that off. Well, there's them right there. Okay, so... How long would it... I guess we can only pass through a mountain range. That makes sense.
Weeks breaking rocks and sweating our clothes stiff in the mountains. Waste of effort. We'll find a way around.
Not this time. Let's do some multitasking. Uh-oh. Murrow and Lincoln make an absurd bet. I'll dismiss that for now, but we'll keep that in mind for later. Okay. Let's see. This is, Ollie. Guess Ollie. Okay. So this is gonna be based off of Ulmer. I guess I'll keep greedy. She's not too much of a coward. No. not I meant to put leader up at top. There, and then I'll go down there. That looks alright. What's your history? How unfortunate! Where Ollie grew up, all the girls were raised not to bed until the age of 30. It became obvious that we would leave early. He went through phases when games of chance were all that enthralled him. He put money on anything he could make odd for. The twin stars of duty and discovery caught him in their gravity. Sometimes they tugged him in differing directions. More often they pulled one way with doubled force. Oh man. Poor Ollie. The greedy intellectual. That's a horrid combination. Let's recruit him. Oruma, if you like that one, there's a 3-part series on the Gift of Flame of Grey Catch that's top notch. Yes, I am in fact an intellectual.
Do you have like a spiral of stars?
We do, but good luck getting a hold of it. Someone's always reading it.
Someone.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Knock it off, Ollie. I've meandered through these books so many times, content to imagine myself in fairy tales. People didn't actually tame gods or traverse the country. People didn't actually tame gods or traverse the country to fight a dark priest, right? But then the Griffin Mill Protectorate comes into being, and I don't know. Maybe people do.
One of our members literally looks like a wolf right now.
Okay, point. Maybe I could.
Maybe you could become a furry?
What? No, that was not what I was referring to.
Don't worry, if you don't feel battle ready right this minute, we can arrange for someone to train you up.
It sounds intriguing. With the way I'm currently trying to set up Lincoln right now, I think Ollie should be a hunter. Because I want at least someone to be able to shoot ranged without magic. Help prep him. Looks at watch. What riveting gameplay. Which one's gonna finish first? The recruitment. Crippling strikes. Yeah, let's have him do that. I have to build... No, I only have to build the one, but that is currently blocked off. Okay, what am I gonna get? Get more fabrics. This is mostly to get them into one area. We're gonna get a calamity though. It did get built though, so I'm not complaining. Now everyone, heave ho! Not that one.
I'm okay with letting the other one in. Alright. So this is how I really play the game, in case you haven't noticed, because I leave that to be the absolute last one that I reveal. We've got 15 days until the next incursion. Stories of Fire. Oh my god. They hiked the wooded hill above Leland Refinery, making their final approach.
Nice respite from those nipping flies. How I drag around like this?
Why do I not remember yesterday? I'm going dull out here, I swear. I feel like I need this battle. A great heat. A grind to sharpen me. Should I say something?
Murrow's leading the way, and it's he who spots the warm glow ahead. Did it flicker to life just now? Or maybe it's only been hidden behind trunks. It's an otherwise quiet place. The mud lovers seem to like it. But why?
It's hard to say. Anyway, we'll get our chance to find out.
See a campfire up ahead. See a fire up ahead. Campfire, maybe.
Is it our enemies? Ah, wait. Maybe they're about to have a culty little cookout. Bet they all bring mushroom dishes.
Weapons out. It's an ambush.
Or no, this isn't a...
A gout of flame swirls amid these saber rocks. Silent, bright, and smokeless.
It's not a place to hang your kettle, that's for damn sure. It's beautiful. I wonder why it's not hot.
Not hot, it's blistering.
I feel it. Murrow, you okay?
Do you hear stories?
I hear the flames trying to enter my earlobes. No.
Or is it that just my mind that hears them?
Let me try that over.
Or is that just my mind that hears them?
Murdo moves nearer to the spiraling inferno, apparently unscorched. Murdo!
I'm alright. I'm remembering now. I remember one tall story. It's brief, it's for children. In early days, the sky's back was not so stiff. She bent and saw a handsome gray squirrel who climbed to the top of a redwood.
Murrow.
You're getting really close.
The squirrel, he chatted to her blithely, how he realized her stars in the autumn wind, took comfort when she cast her cloudy hair. He thanked her for letting the sun thread through it. Youthful and uncautious and unused to such adoring words, she became drunk on them. So when she watched him plant his forests and watched the trees grow tall where he placed them, the sky thought to impress him by planting her own. A lightning arm she gently lowered, and a great tree of scarlet was born. But it was a greedy tree. It grew and grew, and grew so large it consumed the forest the squirrel had planted. And without time for a word, words took much longer to say in those days, it swallowed the squirrel's body too. Seeing this, the sky grieved and grew wisdom. Upon the wildfire, she poured celestial waters, the first rain. And ever after, when she lowers her lightning, even in wrath, she bolsters the earth in rain, lest her anger run beyond its intended course. That's the story I remember, and this place remembers. It's a piece of here, something left behind.
What's that mean?
Stories of fire. You don't hear them? They leap and lick at my imagination. At this altar once, people would gather and tell them. But they're dead now. Those people are dead. The flame somehow endures.
Moro, come away. You shall be burning. How are you not?
Listen, I'm going to let it touch me. So, Lincoln either intercepts or Moro transforms.
Yeah, it's just a haunted altar on a faraway hill. You're not thinking straight.
I'm made to carry this fire. It's heated memories in myself. Here you go, Moro.
But...
Moro, no!
He leans close and lets the fire climb his wrist. It's alright. I'll be alright. He stands unharmed as flames file up his arm, orderly as ants. But then...
Yag! Moro!
A sudden mass of fire wreaths Moro's body.
Ugh!
Just as it seems the whirling flames will devour him.
Swoosh!
They retreat into their coals. Moro stumbles back a few steps.
What the? What in? Pour the dirt already. What are you doing?
Wrong instinct, Lincoln. It doesn't hurt. It just kind of tingles.
Oh god, not tingle.
Oddly enough, I feel better than before. I feel ready for whatever's next. Yo, check out my fire bicep. Flexes. Mumbling rises like a wind in the trees, not far off. And they're the first. Talking and fixing it has to wait. Got a legacy point for that. Okay, so they get +1 health point because I did that. Because of course I can't get it without consequences. Thank God they turned his spear into a... They turned his great spear into a spear. So he still has a fire spear. That's good. It's really fit. This is why I chose it. Is because it's Mario. He's got fire abilities already, so... I'm surprised at how well everything's kinda helping them become... It's like they're becoming caricatures of the characters I based them off of, which is funny. You're gonna be guarding anyway, so go up there. Got a guard there. Interfuse with that distillery. And since I still have some, let's get some shackles from that. Oh, there's nothing here. You know, I think I'll pass. Probably shouldn't have done that, actually.
They found me. Hell yeah. Good job, Lincoln. Alright. He's hobbled, so he can't move around that much. Alright. Withdraw from that. Alright. Yay! Ooh. I'm just gonna input arrows for right now. You probably might not need them. So that you stunt more. The dust settles. The air smells acrid and burnt. You can control that thing, I hope? This Orm? Yeah. Can you talk for a second, Muro? Quick summary might be good. What's happened to you? Alright, so I really did hear something, right? Whatever presence was there in the altar, the flames, it spoke in me more than to me, like the quarters of my primal ancestry. He's got orange in his hair. I just noticed. I know he had like the mark on his forehead. I just didn't notice that it also added orange to his hair. I heard them offer stories to the altar. Xvan of the summer, the Queen of Embers, the Sun Thief and the Empire of Ashes, or softer stories like that little yarn about the sky and the Tree of Fire. I heard them, these flame keepers, people who drove their herds and built their shelters here, who poured out their mysteries by this altar they must have carved. And I needed to take that with me, and I was meant to be a part of its continuance. Felt like a directive from the universe. Well, fine. Keep you at arm's length is no longer enough, I guess. Shut the fuck up. You can immolate yourself slowly, if you like, but make sure the others can still count on you. Ouch. Is he scared of me? He's a wolf. You have a firearm. Connect the dots, Murdo. You're not going to tell me off, are you? You've got to do your own thing. I get that. I saw a bunch of fire panels around that thing. Oh god, no. Cult call? I didn't know they could do that. Or I forgot, I guess. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Almost 2 hours and a half. The geometry of magic. Myrtle's out of sorts, and Maxie thinks they have the answer. Sure. Things in Clover Pass are drunk or sleeping. The last greasy lights wobble in quiet windows. At least, mostly quiet. La la la. Annoying old Ailbird. The merry stumbler scrapes along the back alley, fragments of foamy songs following after, fading into the early dew. The night doesn't slash so easily in every belly. You're putting on a good brood. I can respect it. Just lately, I don't know. Don't worry about it. I know what it is. I don't even know what it is. You're out of shape. Have to exercise more. Have to get your blood going. Your lungs pumping. That's what works for me when I feel pressed on, crowded, suffocating. Maxie, normal people don't... What? What's that face for? Because I just had the perfect idea. There's this mystical order. They live out in seclusion. They're all about training the body to unshackle the mind. I'm sure they teach us 1 or 2 tricks, or at least give us a quiet meal. So they sit out in the morning, much too early. Sure. Here's an incursion. Morthagi in great number moved to attack your lands, driving peaceful folks before them, leaving homes in hollowed places. Alright. Thank God it's just that one. Story continues. Over generations, a modest compound has grown near Estradel Earthworks. Some folks have come here to gain wisdom and strength, while others grew up inside its protection. It's a place of relative seclusion, inhabited by an order of knights focused on peacefully honing their bodies and minds to work in concert. We don't want to disturb you, I say as the sirens sound outside.
Every sword is 3 swords.
Oh, really?
No. Infinite does not equal 3. There is a sword of intention, the sword you balance and swing, and the sword of consequence. When all 3 are aligned in purpose and decision, only then may your strike be true.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Want some nut bread?
Without another word, he turns and leads them down a hill path, darkened and dappled by the sun-threaded cloud cover, into a sparsely treed field, rolling green-strewn land marked by low, gentle walls.
There it is, a nice nut loaf.
Hey, listen, Maxie here convinced me we were going to do some kind of... Well, there's apparently a group of philosopher knights making their home around here. Is that you?
You mean the Warless Order?
Yeah.
That is us. You want training then? I see. The Wise Seeker doesn't ask for bread, but for the skill of baking. Is that really what you're planning on wearing, though?
Yes? Yeah.
Oh, alright. Those are good training outfits. Well then, pleased to meet you. I'm Celt Ironwood. Bringing the thought self and the meat self together begins with your name, but it's only the beginning. Together we'll make the metaphysical much less meta and a lot more physical.
Over the next week, they train, eat, and sleep on a schedule. Celt style is... grueling and relentless, so we'll get health and speed, which is really useful.
for a warrior and a mystic. It's a week full of anvil lifts, table hops, and hog dodging. Dodging hogs, dodging hogs. We all like to dodge their hogs. Sunset approaches on their final day of training. Celt leads them into the closeness of a nearby wood. The resinous air sparkles. He halts. You have to understand, the body is magical, and magic is limitless. Observing you, I see you're restrained by your inability to access it, the geometry inside. Geometry? When you say that...
The shape you make, your muscles and bones. What folks think of as magic and ethereal energy is present within your own inner alignment. You can channel and enact it through your body, if you're conscious and practiced enough. That is the meaning of uniting the thought self and the meat self. That makes you powerful.
But shouldn't magic be from reading? You can't be magic and muscular.
Not with that attitude. Uh-oh, random encounter! Heh.
Out of a sudden shadowy knot of smoke comes an ambush. I guess she was there too. Although it only applied it to Maxie and Muro. Hell yeah. There goes that one. Oh god, he's attacking from behind. Take that. Sadly, I wish you would have gotten that stunt earlier, but oh well. Ooh, Maxie is level 2. Let's get humanist. Just give you bonus damage. Where did they come from? Were they betrayed?
No, that was just Redgood and Tim. Stand up, you rascals.
The ostensibly dead cultists rise sheepishly to their feet and tug off their disguises. Celt, take it seriously. Hi there.
The school lady's Redgood, and that soggy vindictive ogre is Tim. Think of it as a final test. An easy one, perhaps, given your abilities, but one you've certainly passed.
I guess we'll go back to our nightly philosophizing. I prefer to think of it as philosophical nighting.
Am I right? Phew, I'm glad they're gone. But anyway, what was I saying about enlightenment? Ah yes, surpassing our limits always takes a refiguring. We're redrawing the lines inside ourselves. If we do it with carefulness and wisdom, the new shapes inside us grow more aligned to the geometry of magic, the geometry of all things.
They leave the woods, a small silent procession. Bidding the instructor farewell, they embark on a journey across the night. They walk long enough that all the stars have sprouted. It makes a little sense to me. When you're by yourself, breathing, clear-headed, when you close your eyes, shapes do form. Anyway, we've got some good exercising. There's something in our movements. When I've mastered a skill or emotion, that's when I've felt it. Some call it grace. Think it's that simple? Mist takes form. but they keep marching. To the verge of dawn. Thinking back, I'm glad you dragged me out of that tavern. So return the favor and drag me back into it. Alright. Sure. Because we did that. Wow, I'm really glad that that worked out that well. Because it was apparently her opportunity. She's open-minded. Sorry, they're open-minded. Oops. Let's see what Moro's opportunity is. There's a whole table of cheeses. Something wrong with the festival?
This is no festival. There's no gladiator cage. And where's the lion versus snake pit? What am I supposed to even do here?
Huh. Will I just go home?
Yeah. By all means, enjoy yourself.
How about a nice calm game of dice? Oh god, Mario's inviting Link to Mario Party. Later. That was pretty amazing.
It was lucky. Honestly though, do you have a secret? I've never seen someone roll that well.
No secret. I get on these streaks sometimes. Cards, dice, coins. But now you mention it. I've always wondered what would happen if we were to just pick a direction.
A direction?
Just pick a direction and go. If I'm really on a hot streak, well, I bet you we'll find a magic item somewhere.
A magic item? Seriously? Fine, it's a bet, and the winner gets to change the loser's name.
We'll have Ollie go, and then everyone else can do that. There we go. I don't know why that went like that. Oh yeah, there's an incursion happening. Kind of not focusing on it right now because they're doing stuff elsewhere. I see the edge of the forest.
So this forest has an edge. That's nice.
You think of giving up?
We've been going for weeks. Come on, it was a joke in the first place, wasn't it? Keep walking until we find a what? A magic item? What even is that?
I would presume it's an item that is a magical.
We had a little competition. Neither of us won. Alright, time to go back to our lives.
Alright, but can we at least check out that castle first?
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Of course Mario would find a castle. That's what he does. Oh my god, where there's presumably a magic item. I'd love to see the Dark Souls, like, new area unlocked, but it's just called where there's presumably a magic item. Mario's so happy with himself. Follow me, Lincoln. Keep things simple. I say we go in the front way. Be honest though, you thought this whole thing was crazy and over-particular.
No, yeah, I absolutely did.
The dim halls are broken and falling in. The steps scuff dust off the stones.
Excuse me, mouse. Can see straight through the upper floor.
Aha!
Oh my god!
Whoop! Oh no, it's empty.
Hey, that's life, isn't it? You know, I am glad we stuck this out. Now, about the bet.
What happens to the loser?
The winner gets to rename them, but I'll be lenient if...
Interesting. Well, I'm afraid you spoke too soon, Madberg.
It's Zeddy Tree.
Because there's always a second chest. Yeah, there's the regular chest, and then there's the chest that needs a key.
Why wouldn't there be?
Oh. Batch B and Spectic. The duo we did not deserve. Damn. Okay, we got we got one of the two threats out of the way. So now we just need to focus on the big guy. Nice dodge, Mero. Fuck. Ooh. Well, I was gonna have Lincoln flank him, but sure, Mero can just take it out like that.
This guy's done.
Sometimes I wish we could talk to them. Or can we? Okay. So, well, time to see who really won the bet.
Must we?
Flip.
No!
Treasure from a chest never smelled so fresh. Fortune's girdle. Yeah, he'll wear it. A short while later.
I don't really get it.
Don't get what, Manberg? Are you calling him Manberg? Is that it?
I'm never that lucky.
Since I don't know when, little things just tend to work out. For me. Often enough that, yeah, I sort of expect it. I realize it's obnoxious. It's a small, spur-of-the-moment kind of coincidences.
I just slide perfectly to place.
Right.
Right. Well, the bet wasn't serious, was it? I know I wouldn't have held you to it.
We can discuss it later, Manberg. I need a bath.
God fucking damn it.
Ooh. That one. Cutthroat competitors. Trick rival ability. Oh yeah, watch this. 5 times in a single fight. What? How did I get that? Anyway. We can look at some of these guys' history now. Okay. Right, he was lucky. I forgot about that. They're physical. Need to remember that they're non-binary. I guess I should take the time to mark stuff. Oh yeah, also, I forgot to check out these options. Ooh. No, bloom works best. There we go. I think that's all. Let's have them scout while they finish that up. I found most. Yeah. Let's give him something. Oh god, this place has gorgons. Not that one. Not that one. Cool. Okay. You have plenty of heroes here, so only 2 farmers will join the fight. Let's protect them. The Mortharki have come. Finally they can be heard. Unusually quiet, but unmistakable. Like oiled machinery, like bones sliding on velvet. How should the defenders respond?
Clue clustered. That's my feeling, but...
I'm gonna charge into battle. Take the fight to them. Oh, thank God it worked. The great cry they share, the strength of standing side by side, fills them with defiant courage. They charge! Haste and courage. Damn. What a hit. Okay. Gonna have you wait. Hell yeah. Oh no. Ollie! I'll save you, Ollie. Nice. It's always when he stunts on a single enemy, and not when there's multiple of them around. They're very defended right now. It's gotta be up there. Still can't tell. Still can't tell. It came from down there. Alright. That was the last one. Where did it emerge from? They're both over here. Nice. Damn, you can't reach. Man, still out of range here. And it's dead. Damn. Ooh. Riposte. Yeah. Definitely gonna allow him to do that. Since we have everyone here. Oh shit, all this that. Low health. Almost Meteor Shrine, aren't we?
How would I know? Well, there's a decently high hill. Good vantage point. Let's climb it.
That was steeper than it needed to be.
Quite a view, though, I'll say that. Atop the highest hill.
Something's here.
Lincoln, this isn't safe.
A big old thing.
With a bigger, older mama. I don't know. Lincoln will probably take it.
Well, I'm going to take it.
Lincoln?
It's fine. It'll just be 2 seconds. Now, how should I use this old flour sack?
Dinner? Yeah, I do need to end the stream soon. I just wanted to try and get as much of this done as I could, because there's 7 more campaigns of this for this game. But yeah, after this battle, I think that should be the end of the stream. Lincoln, it's here. It's about to be...
Hurry up.
Faster, idiot.
In the bag, little buddy.
Duck.
Fuck.
Oof.
Splat. My egg. He's shattered.
It could be our skulls next.
Managed to scramble down safely the rest of the way. That night, they hear a shrill, distant keening that rises from the hills, mournful and unbreaking. The stars throb. Something covers them for an instant, and they reappear. The fire pecks pine cones and scatters sparks. So now he's less of a goofball. Lincoln starts with half health this combat. It was already at its lowest, and now it's definitely 0. Here's some Gorgons. Of fucking course they're all out of my reach. It's a stone fox. Damn, that almost killed it. Oh shit, this guy's smart. Ooh. Alright. I don't like that there's enemy spawning tiles there. Swap. There we go. I'll give that to Ollie. Ring of Power. Give that to Lincoln. Oh no, the frog. Okay. So that leaves me with this for next time. That's what happened. They infested that tile. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's cool. It separates them. That was the Age of Ulstrix campaign with the guild that I made. And this is this one. Anyway. I'll be over this time. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.